Thank you. Whew. Because we are doing the songs live. You're very welcome. The songs, man. Can I tell you a short story about Rooftop? So I was on the label at the time, and that whole time that we wrote the song, I was scared. I was like, the chorus scared me. There's something about that thing that made me go, that's got to be something else. And so we sent it at the label. They have these people that search for that type of thing. That way, no one gets sued. So we had them search for something I don't know what they do. Like they put it in some computer in the notes. I have no idea what they do. And the song that I thought it was going to be, and I can't even remember that song anymore, but the song that I thought it was going to be didn't come up, but Single Ladies did. And I was like, so we had to change something. And I was like, are you kidding me? And then I've listened to both of them, they do that nowadays where you see those YouTube videos and they put them back to back and you're just like, really? That's what this was. I was like, no, this is in no way the same thing. Maybe if you changed two notes and slowed it down like a lot or something, I was like, that could be it. But in no way is this Single Ladies. But we had to change a note in the song, and I can't even remember what it was, but we had to change something. So there's my Rooftop story. I didn't want to change it. I was like, no, we're not changing it. We'll have Beyonce come after us. All press is good press. I don't believe that anymore. So I've been writing songs for a long, long time, since I was like 18 or so. I know some people started a little early, maybe I was 17. But I started writing whenever I got whenever I realized that this is what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. And I wrote so many bad songs, and we all do. Like, not all of us, but like we, as in me and my friends. Not that you're not my friends, but you know.
Oh gosh.
I have to dial the snark down sometimes. We are friends. If you guys came tonight, we are definitely friends. I am eternally grateful for all of you. I do get worried, small sidebar, I do get worried that if this is your first show, or if you ever come to my show and I start talking, I think sometimes I can come across as a real jerk. No, but it's like on purpose almost, and it's my coping mechanism of being up here in front of you because this is weird. And so I'm always afraid that newbies are gonna come and they're gonna be like, it's so mean, right? So, that's just a sidebar. Anyways, so I've been writing songs forever, and I did a record before I was on Idol and everything, and even when I listen back to those songs, it's like, oh my gosh, cringeworthy. But there was a song that I wrote right before I was on the show. It was like literally right before I just moved into the apartment that me and my wife lived in. I moved in before we moved in together, and I sat in that apartment. I wrote this song, and I remember feeling really good about it. And then the show happened, and I got a record deal and all that stuff. And I was like, I knew I had other songs, but I knew there might be only one that I could show the label, and they might go, yes. And I remember showing them this one and having to fight for it. And that was the first time that I was going to have to do that. I'd kind of played the game for a little bit, but this song I was like, I am going to fight for this song. I'm going to find somebody to produce it, and we are going to put this on this first record, whether you want me to or not. And so I found this awesome producer that his name is Mike Flynn, and I remember sending him the demo, which was so bad. And I did it on my garage band without a mic. It was like through the laptop mic. It was so bad. And laptops back then, guys. It's bad. And I remember him being down. And he was like, yeah, man, let's do this. And he got like the best musicians of all time to play on this song. And I'm so grateful for him. And I'm so grateful that I got to put this song on the first record. It's called Reggaeton. If you listen to the song from the first record, the chorus starts after the first verse. And the first demo did not have that. I remember being like so adamant that the first chorus couldn't come after the first verse, and but the producers kind of talked me into putting that after the first verse, and I ended up being like totally down with it and totally okay with it. But when I recorded it for this thing, I was like, I want to bring it back down to what it originally was, and so here it is. It may not be the best one, and it may not be like the rest of them, but she makes it sound so sweet. The melody she makes it say on a red guitar. It's been through hell, but all the sound it makes takes me to some higher place. She doesn't have a clue that I love to listen to her red guitar. The color never fades away, no matter where she has it placed. And my life was changed when I saw the face of her red guitar. Of her red guitar. She plays it soft, so only I can hear her lovely song. Fills my ears, and it may not have all its strings, but she strums it beautifully on a red guitar. The color never fades away, no matter where she has it placed. And my life was changed when I saw the face of her red guitar. Of her red guitar.